willkommen zurück. Hier bei Jenny LeClue, Detectivu. Ja, wir suchen die vermissten Aufsätze von den Schülern von unserer Mama.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Jo, okay. Okay, nach vorne, hinten können wir nicht gehen. Wir können nur nach links und rechts. Ja, hier die Tafel.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Immer denken wir an Mörder, Instinkten vertrauen, Beweisen folgen. Seminararbeiten pünktlich abgeben. Essay über Enthauptung und Zerstückelung nächste Woche fällig. Immer wissen, wann man nach Hilfe fragt. Und niemals Spekulation anstellen. Den Kaffee unbeaufsichtigt lassen. Zu früh zeigen, was man weiß. Und etwas persönlich nehmen. Das ist, das gilt in so vielen Situationen. So. Wir...
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment.
Deswegen patschen wir sie natürlich jetzt erstmal an.
Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
Ih, was ist das? Notizbuch aktualisiert. Reiterwechsel. Ah, jemand hat eine merkwürdige grüne Flüssigkeit angesetzt. Eklig. Okay. Ach so, ach guck mal hier, das ist so wählerisch. Ach, guck mal, engagiert, willensstark und direkt. Du bist ein großartiger Anführer. Ach, guck an. Da steht dann, was wir alles gemacht haben. Okay, da haben wir natürlich noch einiges vor. Okay, da gibt es noch nichts. Gut, dann gehen wir erstmal in die andere Richtung, würde ich sagen. Gucken da mal nach den Tafel hatten wir ja schon inspiziert. Kommen wir hier durch? Nee. Okay, können wir gehen nur nach links und rechts.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
Ja, das glaube ich, dass das besser schmeckt. Okay, hier kommen wir auch nicht durch. Die stolziert aber auch, ne? Das ist ja... Können wir nicht hier irgendwie da durchgehen? Ach, warte mal. Ach stimmt, wir haben ja hier unsere coole Lupe. Ach, warte mal, guck mal. Nö. Nee, auch nicht. Okay, aber da hinten kommen wir auch nicht durch, ne? An Tafeln inspizieren, aber da... auch nicht wirklich was, ne? Nee. Okay, vielleicht bei diesem grünen Glibber. Ich dachte halt, dass, weil da unten ist ja was drunter, siehst du das? Oh, ne. Scheinbar nicht. Ach, hier kann ich jetzt aber auch nicht mehr gucken. Ne. Na gut. Okay, da ist nur... Okay, hier ist nur der Reiter wechseln, das haben wir ja schon alles. Aber war das nicht so? Warte mal. Müssen wir mal kurz hier Steuerung. Entdecken, weiter zurück, interagieren, bewegen, rotieren. Okay, ne. So wirklich? Okay, das heißt, wir müssen irgendwo hier die Aufsätze finden. Und da kann ich ja nicht durch. Nee. hier ist auch nicht so wirklich was. Ach, guck mal, warte mal, da hinten? Ja, weil da irgendwie... Achso, da ist ein Fenster da wahrscheinlich. Okay, aber so... Ja, kann ich auch nichts machen. Da ist nur... Da ist auch nicht wirklich was. Nee. Und wenn ich das mir angucke... Ah, hier kann ich. Aha.
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Okay, greifen. Und dann schieben wir das mal weiter. Da sind sie. Dann nehmen wir sie doch
Found
mal.
you. Time to get out of here.
Ah, okay, das heißt, wir haben dann... Jawohl, wir haben sie... Schlussfolgerung, Zeitverschwendung. Ja, gehört dazu. Auch ein großer Detektiv muss auch mal kleine Nebentätigkeiten machen.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Nee, ich denke mal, ich kann gehen.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Sehr schön. Das freut mich. Ach, guck mal, wir können auch rennen. Okay, aber wir gehen erstmal hier ganz... Gumboldt College. Ups.
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Dann gucken wir uns das mal an. Aha, hier, da ist was. Sonst noch irgendwo was? Nee. Okay.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
Ah, okay, die rätselhafte Postkarte. Ist das der nächste Fall?
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Okay. Mystische die Schenkungsgesellschaft. Aha.
I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this?
Ah, Ausgangssperre. Ach,
Oh
guck an.
no, the extended curfew hours, again. 9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town.
Na, bei
It
uns
was
eher weniger
dangerous to be
Stromausfälle.
wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Ja, das ist, kommt da irgendwie bekannt vor, oder? Ja, Ausgangssperren sind ja bei uns auch. Cool, die haben noch einen Sticker. Ja, supi. Okay. Ja, Ausgangssperren sind ja jetzt auch an der Tagesordnung. Aber weniger wegen dem Stromnetz.
Hey, you!
Oh, hi there.
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning, but then I discovered the cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Ach komm, wir zeigen mal Interesse.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark, berries that emit a bioluminescent mist, and flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Where? I've never seen any of those things.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Strasberry in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Okay, wir haben also ein interessante Postkartenfetzen, okay. Ausgangssperre ab 21 Uhr und Gärtnerschnitt. Normal kluger Kenner der Pflanzenwelt von Arthurton, arbeitet im Gewächshaus von Dekan. Strasberry. Oh, da haben wir doch. Ist da nicht noch was? Ah ne, das ist wahrscheinlich nur die Pedale. Ich dachte, das wäre... Da wäre vielleicht noch was gewesen. Aber es ist nur die Pedale. Na gut. Na, gucken wir mal hier weiter. Wir können ja ein bisschen Abyssal rennen, aber ich habe immer Angst, wenn ich dann so viel renne, dass ich dann was verpasse. Villa Finkelstone. Ah, hier ist nochmal wieder so ein Brett, aber ja, scheinbar gibt es hier nichts zu lesen. Auch schön, er sitzt da hinten mit einer Schreibmaschine im Gras und schreibt.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the Dean's impending retirement.
Wie alt ist sie eigentlich, dass sie da schon so am College rumhängt? Oh, mit Arbeiter reden, was macht die denn?
Left. Left. I said left, damn it. What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
They seem busy. I should probably lead them to it.
Na gut. Das wird ja dann was. Ach ja, das ist doch bestimmt wieder der Dekan. Genau.
Hello, Mr. Strasberry. How are you today?
Strasberry, geliebter Dekan von Gumboldt,
A
jedermanns
jolly gentleman, the
Ersatzonkel.
Dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
What do you think, Jenny?
The Dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Strasberry.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the Dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
Nee.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Strasberry.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Okay, jetzt zeig mal Respekt.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay. Die Befragung von Dekan Stroudsbury. So, wir gucken uns den Onkel einfach mal ein bisschen an. Okay,
The Dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt moonbeams. And not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
ja, aber Bankdrücker sind auch wichtig.
It can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
Vielleicht hatte er ja Waffeln zum Frühstück.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
A thick bundle of note cards poked out of the Dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short. And quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now.
Okay.
I just can't seem to find the right words.
Na gut. Dann gucken wir nochmal hier weiter. Massivgold. Boy.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the Dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Stroudsbury?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget.
Das ist doch schon wieder sehr komisch.
Now, where were we?
Komisch, komisch.
Ipsa scientia potestas est. Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Stroudsbury family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny. And nothing is as important as the truth.
Was ist das denn?
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
Okay, das der hat auch als Dekan, ist so ein Hobbygärtner. Ja, warte mal, hier ist so ein... Ein kleiner Fleck oder was?
Dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Sure, Mr. Stroudsbury. I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
Da wollen wir noch mal gucken, ob wir das hinkriegen.
What
So.
did the Dean eat for breakfast?
So. Also erstmal natürlich hier der Hemdknopf. Und ich würde mal sagen, hier mit dem Puderzucker.
Jam on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence points strongly to the Dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
Gelöst! Jawollo! So, was?
What else can I tell about the Dean's morning?
Okay. Also erstmal hier das. Gut, das nicht. Nicht ordentlich geknöpft. Und die Uhr geht nach. Der ist wahrscheinlich ein bisschen gehetzt.
The Dean had neglected to wind his pocket watch. The act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off. Which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen.
Auch gelöst. Ja, super. Wird wahrscheinlich aber nicht immer so sein.
You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
Erdbeer.
strawberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Stroudsbury. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a LeClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks.
Ah,
Well,
ist, glaube ich, dann
I
tot.
should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library. What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeClue.
Notizbuch aktualisiert. Ganz schnell, worum geht's beim Treffen mit Mom? Ja, das wüsste ich allerdings auch ganz gerne eigentlich. Warum treffen die sich und wofür? Sicherlich nicht, um sein Meeting da vorzubereiten. War eh ganz schön gemacht, ne? We will miss you und so. Wenn bei uns ein Dekan geht, ist das mehr so, ja, okay, keine Ahnung, wer das ist. Oh, mysteriös.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
In her short time as a detective, Jenny had learned never to ignore a ringing phone.
Ja dann.
Hello.
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
What? CJ, is that you?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Really? This again? It's me, Jenny. We don't need to do this.
I have no idea who you are, and I know no one by that name. The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Fine.
Wohl?
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
Good. The wind blows strongly from the east.
People in glass houses should invest in curtains.
Excellent. The evening sky is full of fireflies.
Donut?
The last donut is the tastiest.
Ah! Jenny, it is you!
Of course it is!
I need to meet with you
Was war
right
das
away.
denn jetzt?
Okay. Where do you want to meet?
This place will do.
CJ, Verschwörungstheoretiker, öfters wegen öffentlichen
Everyone
Ärgernis
in
im
town
Knast.
knew that CJ was mad, even dangerous.
He's not dangerous. He just doesn't accept things at face value. Sure, he's a bit fixated on extraterrestrials, But at least he's passionate about something.
CJ and Jenny certainly indulged each other's obsessions. But most of all, CJ treated Jenny like a colleague.
And not a little kid. CJ, why did we go through all that if you're right here?
Can't be too careful. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Who would be following me?
Shh. This place is compromised. We don't have long to talk. Now, what did you want to talk to me about?
What? You called me.
Did I? Why?
Talking to CJ was a bit like navigating a maze. You had a rough idea of where you were headed, but you couldn't be sure you'd ever get there.
I'll help you figure it out.
Oh je, okay. Dann machen wir noch den CJ. So, Hinweise gefunden, 0 von 3. I saw them. Ein Kompass? Ah.
I knew he was hiding something. A compass with strange symbols where the cardinal direction should be. Looks broken. Where did you get that compass?
Ah, you spotted it. I knew you would. It belonged to my father. He left it to me to find the truth.
You're not going to find anything with that. The needle is wandering all over the place. A bit like you.
It's searching
For what?
for them. It's this town, Jenny. It's Arthurton. They're here, among us. And this proves it.
Or it could just be broken.
Could be. I guess we'll never know.
Okay. So ein bisschen wie der Kompass von, wie hieß er noch? Jack Sparrow, der das anzeigt, was du willst und nicht die, oder in die Richtung zeigt, was du haben willst und nicht in die Himmelsrichtung.
Is it your birthday, CJ?
Birthday? Whose birthday? Clangson's birthday. But Clangston died on his birthday. Assassination? Possibly. Abduction? Almost certainly.
CJ, the card?
Oh, this. It's for you. Impossible shot. Died instantly. No suspects. No human suspects, anyway.
Tut mir leid wegen deinem Vater. Oh, Mann.
Thanks, CJ. That's, thoughtful. I didn't think you'd remember.
I know what it's like to lose something important to you. Now triple shred and incinerate that card as soon as possible! It's got my fingerprints all over it!
Oh Mann, ey. Warum ist denn der so bescheuert? Aliens are among us. Oh je.
What's that sticking out of your sock?
Ah! That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I intercepted a secret message. Classified intel. It's proof, Jenny. It's happening again. It's time for us to join the fight.
This doesn't look like the kind of pamphlet he usually makes.
Die holen sich eure
professionally
Haustiere.
Could CJ finally be onto something?
Okay, wir gucken mal, was er noch so hat.
Oh,
Noch heute den
it's a part of the
Space
cereal
Kids
box.
A cereal box from another space-time continuum?
Nope, just a regular cereal box. It's an ad for a toy.
But why? Why would it just be lying there in the trash?
Echt mal, warum sollte das einfach nur da rumliegen, ne? Oh Mann.
I'm sorry, CJ. There are still great mysteries out there to solve, but this isn't one of them. So what's the plan now?
Library. Research. Very important. Very hush-hush.
They let you back in?
Not yet. But I've got this hat now.
It wasn't your head that needed covering.
No, for disguise.
I know, CJ. What is it this time? More UFOs, radio wave mind control, a globally connected communication network used exclusively to view pictures of cats.
Jenny, you sound crazy. I'm just preparing my defense for the hearing.
Is this because you tried to hypnotize Mrs. Brown's prize poodle?
No, that was last week. It's because I peed in the water tower.
CJ, that's gross.
And this is the thanks I get for saving everyone from the mind control chemicals?
Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
But CJ
Whoa.
was gone.
CJ, I know you're standing behind the phone booth. I just watched you walk over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay then, bye.
See you later.
Okay, das war CJ. Ja, CJ ist ein bisschen durchgeknallt, aber irgendwie finde ich den ganz lustig, den Vogel. Ja, wie es dann hier weitergeht bei Jenny LeClue, Detectivu, das sehen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Ich bedanke mich natürlich recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen.